This is a story of the drum. Every drum has a story, and this drum is no exception. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Swan, and I exist. Alright, now this is a story about this drum, but it's actually a story about defeat, betrayal, and a lot of other things. Alright, so last summer I had a roommate that moved in, very sketchy guy, weird guy, just a weird dude. He told me he was going to be leaving for about a month to go to California to work in the, I think, weed fields, something like that. He's an Alaskan guy. So we live above a bar, rest in peace, it's no longer open. We frequent a lot. I go down to the bar one of these nights, and the bartender, very charming, lovely woman, goes, hey Swan, I heard Darren's moving back to Alaska. We'll just call him Darren for this story, because his real name is Darren. He's moving back to Alaska. I'm like, no, he's not moving back to Alaska. He's going to California for a month to cut weed and make some money. Clearly, you've heard the wrong thing. All right, so she's heard the wrong thing. I get my drink. I hang out. It's a good night. The next night, or a couple nights later, I don't want to disclose how often I frequent bars. So we'll just say a couple nights later. I don't go to bars every night. I go down again, and there's this guy there, we'll call him Shady Juan Carlos, because his name is Juan Carlos, and he's kind of shady. No offense if you see this video, but you're kind of shady. Juan Carlos comes up to me and goes, hey dude, hey Swan, yo man, yo, I got that 725, what's up with that room? And I'm like, what do you mean that 725? What's up with that room? He's like, yo, Darren told me he was moving out. You need somebody for that room. Yo, what's going on with that room? I got that 725. I'm like, first off, no, Darren's not moving out. He's going to California to cut weed. And second of all, you're not moving in. I don't care. You're not moving in. So he's like, oh, I heard wrong. I was like, okay, yeah, you heard wrong. Two people heard wrong. I'm like, okay. That was weird. I come back another night. This other guy comes up to me and goes, I think his name is Mark, because that might be his name. His name actually, yeah, I think it's Mark. He's like, yo, I got this, I heard you're moving out. I heard there's a room opening. I got this girl, Rachel, who's a really nice girl. You guys would get along. You should totally move in with her. She should totally move in your room. I'm like, okay, maybe fucking Darren, he's moving out. He's leaving. So I'm like, no, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He told me he's moving to Alaska. This is it. So I confront his ass on a cell phone via text. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? Yada, 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 this and that. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm bad with confrontation. I'm bad with, dealing with people. I wanted to find you a roommate and, look out for you because I'm leaving. I have hard times. I got to go back. My dad got my health insurance. He's a fucking grown man. His dad has health insurance. I mean, whatever. My dad got my health insurance and I got to leave. I'm like, okay, dude. You just tell me that shit, and we'll work something out. You don't need to find my roommate. I'll find my roommate. Alright, so 3 weeks go by. It's really shady around the house. It's like, he doesn't see me, I don't see him. It's different schedules. It's just like, we don't really see each other. I'm just like, this motherfucker. So, one day, I noticed his stuff is starting to be packed. And then, mind you, he said, I'm leaving in September. I'm leaving for October. I'll pay you for October's rent and help you with finding a person. I'm like, okay, cool. I wake up, I think it's September 25th. All of his shit is gone. I think it's a Sunday, yeah. All of his shit is gone. All of his shit. I'm like, Darren, what the fuck? Where are you? What the fuck? I'm like, where are you? Did you leave? I'm like, did you leave? Nigga, did you leave? Did you leave, nigga? In the middle of the night, this nigga left. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, this guy fucked me over for October's rent. And I'm like, alright, so what am I going to do? Okay, whatever. I got like 5-6 days. I'm going to have to go to Craigslist, have to find a new roommate, get somebody to move in quick. It's New York. It's not that big of a deal. People are moving really quick. It wasn't that big of a deal until about 15 minutes later after I woke up. I get a phone call from my landlord, sweetest woman in the world, going, "Hey, John, I think we have a problem with Darren. I never got his September rent check." What? You never got his September rent check? No, she didn't. So, therefore, he's not paying October's rent. He's left in the middle of the night, and he left me the bill for September's rent. So I'm seething. I'm pissed off. I'm like, what the? How am I gonna come up with this, like, fucking all this money, like over thousands of dollars, like $1,000, more than $1,000, $1,450. Is that right? 1,400. Yeah, that's right. That's how much money it is. I'm gonna just be literal, straight up. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? I call his friend, the one mutual friend we have, and I'm like, give me any numbers, give me any number, give me something. How do I get a hold of this guy? Because he's not answering my calls. He just disappears off the map. I get his father's number from him. I call his father, and I'm playing all sweet. I'm like, "Hey, have you seen Darren? I'm concerned. I haven't heard from him in a couple days. Is he all right?" His dad goes, "Yeah, I heard from him." And I'm just like, "Would you tell him to give John Swan a call?" So, I know that his phone works and somebody's heard from him, but I'm still seething. I go through my whole work day, my whole shift at work, and I'm thinking, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to come up with this money? I can't believe this guy did this to me. This is getting a long story. Did this to me. So, I'm seething, I'm pissed off. It's not till around 11 p.m. at night, I get a phone call. Well, I got a text message today. I get a phone call from the mutual friend saying, "John, I don't know if I really want to tell you this, but I will." Apparently, he messed her over on, like, rent and stuff, too. And when he lived with her, he used to use her computer a lot, her Mac. So, she had some of his passwords caught in her computer, one of them being to his Gmail account. So she tells me, "Yeah, so Darren's getting on a flight tomorrow, Monday morning, to Colorado. It leaves at 1:34 p.m. It's Frontier Airlines. Do what you want with this information." She gave me the flight number. So I sleep on it at night, and at 10:30 in the morning, I wake up and I'm like, am I going to do this? And you know what? I had to do it. Got my ass up, was going to take public transportation, but I ended up getting a car service, paying the $25 just so I can get a jump on him at the airport. Got to the airport around, his flight left at 1:34. Got to the airport around 12:05. He showed up. And ladies and gentlemen, I got the footage. Check it out.
John Swan. I'm about to confront my roommate who's trying to skip town on me. Hey, you little snake.
Hey, Swan.
What's going on, man?
I'm so glad to see you.
Dude, you didn't pay rent from last month, September?
God is covering all of it.
No, he's not. There's no note.
He's gonna help me.
There's no note.
He said that he's gonna
I need it. Dude, I don't care if your dad's gonna help you. Alright, this is the guy. Lawyers, whoever may need this when I have to take him to court. I mean, what's going on, Darren?
John Swan sent $125 in back rent, which I told previously had been paid.
But he didn't. The snake left at the middle of the night, and my landlord calls and says that, first up, a lot of shady events. The checking from the savings account, we're giving a check from the savings account to misspelling the thing in a check to then just straight up stiffing.
That was not to, like, try to stall payment. That was me sending in a check with money that was in the account.
And what about the direct deposit thing, or whatever you said you would do with George Edder Landlord, and then you didn't?
I didn't even do that.
And why is that?
Because I didn't have the money at that point.
But you lied and said you did. Remember you said everything's in the account?
I thought I could make it back in time.
Right. This is the guy.
Right, so
Lawyers, internet, whatever, just so you know. This aggression cannot stand. John Swan will track you down.
Yes, he will. John Swan will track you down.
All right. So you want to say anything to your father?
I apologize.
You want to ask Dad? Make sure Dad covers you. How old are you,
This is
Darren?
going to be happening like back.
Good. 23-year-old man, right? Sorry, that sucks. You think I wanted to come to LaGuardia? No, this is my day off. Anyway, all right, Darren. And I'm going to keep his drum. I'll send it back. This guy right here. I'm going to intercept his drum. I'm going to send it back after he covers the ring. And I don't think you're going to have any reading material on the plane either, because I love Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm going to read this on the bus I have to take home to go clean up my house and start showing it to people, because I need a tenant in what, 4 days? In 4 days now. Seacrest out. Justice has been sort of served. Whew. An adrenaline rush. Now, let it be a lesson. Don't hustle people. Good always triumphs over evil. John Swan.